Welcome to the brand new Titan TV show, Dairywood. I'm Denise, and I'll be talking to local Wisconsin filmmakers about their recent movies. After that, make sure to stay tuned, grab a bowl of popcorn, sit back and relax while we present to you their original film, made right here in America's Dairyland. This week on the show, we are featuring two UW-Oshkosh productions, both directed by recent grad Joe Chattel. The first film, Announcement, is a romantic comedy about a 20-something-year-old girl and her fiancé. She decides to bring him home for the first time, but is nervous that he might be scared away by her wacky family. To talk about the film, we are joined by director Joe Chattel and writer Samantha Walschlager. Thanks for being on the show today, guys.
Hey.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. So we're just going to jump in right away. Samantha, what sparked your idea about the film?
Well, I went to a dinner with a friend, and she had this wacky dad that told a crazy hunting story that involved nature religion. And when I saw it, I was like, I need to write about this. This needs to get out there. So I just sort of tweaked it around that story and made an entire wacky family to go with it.
They are a pretty wacky family, I
do
agree.
Yeah.
So after that, how did the script fall into your hands then after that?
Well, Sam pitched it for Film Society, right? Yeah, and so I was a junior at the time. And so Film Society has like pitching for positions on things, and I had never done a Film Society project. And so I'm like, well, why not? And also I had never worked with film. That was like, this project was filmed on film, which was really awesome. But I figured, oh, you know, I'll try and pitch myself for the project, and I ended up getting it. And then I liked Sam's idea, and then, you know, things just kind of fell into place.
Yeah. Nice. So what was it like working with each other, trying to turn what Sam had written down on the page, and then like producing that visually, or like directing that visually?
I don't know. It was, I mean, like, Sam was still very much involved, even on set and things like that. So her story is completely intact there. It was just more of like me visualizing it and bringing it to life. I know, like, we tried to, because the characters are wacky, so we tried to, like, make them relatable.
Dude, no wonder why you're so skinny. Do you just eat, like, grass or something?
And things like that. And I think casting, we played into that a little bit. Yeah.
Casting was a huge part of it.
Yeah, so that's when we started finding stuff, and then I started visualizing and realizing. We did I think we did one read-through where we actually have it recorded, but I don't think anyone's ever seen it, where like everybody was reading through the script for the first time. We were seeing how they were interacting with each other, and that's where, like, for me, it started coming together.
I was freaking out during that because I was like, they're saying my words. This is crazy.
That must be really exciting when that happens.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, was this your first time?
It was the first time I had ever written a script, ever.
Oh.
Yeah, so Sam was.
So this is really exciting for you.
Yeah.
Then.
So I had I had done a little bit before this, so that's why it was cool to work together on it. So.
Nice. Well, about the casting, what was really funny was when I was screening the film beforehand, I noticed that I knew a couple people on there. Actually, what's really funny about it is the dad was my advanced comp professor, and then Callie was actually in that class with me. So it was funny seeing like them on screen together. How did you guys go about choosing, you know, who to cast? What is that process like, I guess?
We kind of, for the parents, it was really difficult because there aren't many middle-aged adults readily available to be cast in short films around here. So we had to email a bunch of people, and somebody mentioned, oh, Dominic Bruni likes to act, and so I shot him an email because he had been my professor too, and luckily he said yes.
I never would have suspected that he acted at all.
And he's good.
Yeah.
He was really good, and Callie does act usually, right?
Yeah, I had worked with Callie on my show at UW-Oshkosh, the Titan TV show, Tales from College Dorm. That was the first time I'd worked with her, and so I always like the way how natural she is with her lines and delivery. It doesn't sound like she's reading off of a page as much as it sounds like she's talking the lines, and so that's one of the huge reasons why I was like all for Callie from the beginning. She was like really, really good. So
and there they are, or the
leads.
There's the leads, Callie and
Pat McCann. Look at him.
Looking a little awkward.
That's kind of what the whole thing is about. Just how awkward of a situation can we put these two people into?
Right. Well, it's a very relatable story. I mean, a lot of people, or a lot of couples, when they go and introduce their better half to their family, it's really nerve-wracking. So, what were you hoping for people to get out of that since it's such a relatable story?
Sort of just that no matter how crazy your own family is, there's always one that's worse. And so you just have to sort of love them anyway. And that's the point of the whole thing is this family is so wacky, but she loves them anyway.
Oh, honey, I'm so glad you're home. Oh, and you must be Evan.
Nice to meet you, Mrs. Kev.
Nonsense. Around here, we hug.
Like everything about like relatable stories is what like attracts me to like anything that's film or television related. I don't want to watch, I mean, I have watched, but like let's look at like Battleship, right? Like this huge, spectacular movie that really has no like it's not relatable at all. And that never gets me into a theater because I'm never moved by those things.
Yeah.
Like those are popcorn movies, which is fine. I mean, we were just having a conversation about Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol before. And so she doesn't like it, by the way. Who doesn't like Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol? Anyway, anyway, but relatable films is what gets me to really like get into it, and that's where I like to focus on with directing wise, and that's why Sam's script is so good.
That's great. Well, right now we're going to go take a short break, but when we come back, we'll be talking more about announcement and what's happening with the film now. So stick around, you're watching Dairywood on Titan TV. Welcome back to the brand new Titan TV show, Dairywood. We're talking with Joe Chattel and Samantha Walschlager about the romantic comedy Announcement. So, Joe, you guys had some pretty crazy props. How did you go about getting them?
Actually, I think, well, there's a lot of plants and
most came from the incredible greenhouse on the top of Halsey that I didn't know existed until we went there, and suddenly there's
a greenhouse?
There's a jungle on top of Halsey. Oh. And I got to go there and pick out plants, and it was really cool.
Yeah, no, there's like a bunch of stuff. And then we had the deer head, which Sam can also talk to. That was...
yeah, for part of the script, we needed a deer head on the wall, and you know, it seems like it would be easy in Wisconsin to find something like that, but when you're on a college campus, it's like...
Not so easy.
Where would that come from? So I sent out a plea on Facebook, like, does anyone have a deer head? And
were people confused about that?
A little bit. They're like, what do you need it for? But luckily, somebody answered, and we got our deer head.
Yeah, the script called for a lot of like weird and cool props, and like, I mean, the tiramisu. Yeah. So everything in relation to that, you know, it was just cool seeing it get on set. But Sam was really behind a lot of it. How did the deer head even get transported?
One of the girl who had it, she just drove it up from Fond du Lac.
Oh, really?
So that was really nice.
That is really nice.
Imported from Fond du Lac.
Yeah, but a lot of the props that we got, our art director Kyle Cole just sort of, that's him right there. He just sort of materialized them out of nowhere. He was
like,
hey,
awesome. Here's this. I will bring you this.
By the way, do you need a painting with a bear in it?
Sure, why not?
Look how proud he looks.
He
looks really
proud.
It turned out well, so I'm glad that you guys had him to bring all the props to you guys.
Great.
That whole house came to life. I guess you could. The house is a prop.
The house itself was a prop. Yeah. It was our sound guy's house, and it was his family's house. They let us in for an entire weekend, and we sort of took over the house, and they let us nail a deer head to the wall. So
that's really nice.
That was very kind. But yeah, we just sort of transformed this really normal-looking house into the den of crazy, pretty much.
Yeah, that's great description. Den of crazy.
Den of crazy. Sounds good. Well, what was the most rewarding part of the film for both of you guys?
Well, for me, okay, so I never shot in film, and I've always tried to be a fast-paced director, but we were told that there was no way we could film the film in 3 days, the whole thing. And so I was like really insistent that we can do it because like I've done it before on things. I filmed things that are like 30 minutes, but obviously I didn't realize TV is very different from actual film and movies. And so, I mean, it was a challenge, but for me, the day, or actually the second day we finished, which was the bulk of the script,
big day.
There was like high fives all over the place. I was like so happy. I was glowing. I was so happy.
We got like 3/4 of the script done in one day.
That's awesome.
That was insane.
Yeah, all on film. Thanks to Tyler Frodel and our incredible crew.
Nice. Well, the film's been done for over a year now, and I have learned that it's going its way into some local film festivals.
Yeah, we submitted it to the Green Bay Film Festival, and it got screened there, and we actually got, I think, 3rd or 4th best Wisconsin film of the whole festival, so that was
Nice.
that was really cool, and it was weird seeing it on a giant screen in front of people who didn't go to our school. So it's like, oh my God, it's getting out
Like, this
there.
is really happening.
Yeah. And then there was another, the Madison Media.
Oh yeah, the Wave Awards. Yeah, our composer actually, Mike Locken, again, the guy who helped us with sound and
his
house, had entered it for a Wave Award in Madison, and it's kind of like a student media award. And we just out of the blue, he entered it, and we ended up winning that. So
Nice.
yeah.
So it's really making its way out there, which is really
it
great.
is. And it's really crazy to think about because it's a student film, so you don't think, oh, this could actually be something, but it turned out that it is, and that's really cool.
So one quick last question before we end. What are you guys hoping that the audience gets out of the film?
Well, I mean, as Sam talked about, it's a relatable story, so I'm really hoping that people can relate to the characters and see themselves in the situation. Obviously, not many people have a dad like Dominic's character does, but people have been in those awkward dinner situations and with like strangers and new relationships and things like that. So I feel like if people can sit down, watch this movie, and smile at one point because they see themselves in that situation, we succeeded.
And really, it's a feel-good movie too. It's not supposed to be some, big, epic adventure journey sort of movie. It's a small movie about a small little span of time in one person's life. And those are the sort of moments that really matter. And I think that'll really resonate with the audience. Like, it's not the big, giant explosion, gunfire.
Battleship.
Yeah, battleship kind of movies that really stick with you. It's the little ones that touch something inside your own memories, and you like you said, you relate to it,
Right.
and that's the ones that you take home and think about later.
No, yeah, that was well said.
That was very
Thank
awesome.
you.
Wow.
Well, writing. And that's what I do. But yeah, it was really fun to make.
How are you liking doing
All right.
the show?
I am liking it a lot. Thanks, it's my first show, so I'm pretty excited. But I do want to thank you guys so much for coming on the show. Stick around after the break, Dairywood's premiere of the film announcement, and make sure to stick around after that while we talk to Joe about its other film, Letting Go.
This is the house. so just try and fake a laugh. We'll announce it at dinner, right? Okay, my mom, she probably won't say much, but that doesn't mean anything. She's
Anna, just breathe. You'll be fine.
Don't count on it. Hey, we're here! Mom?
In here, honey. Oh, honey, I'm so glad you're home. Oh, and you must be Evan.
Nice to meet you, Mrs. Kemp.
Nonsense. Around here, we hug. It's great to meet you, Evan. Your father's upstairs. He'll be down in just a second, and dinner's pretty much done. We just have to wait for Lex.
Lex is coming.
Nana, home at last. Oh, let me take a look at you. It's been more than a year.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, it's sweet. Hey, Nana's
Hi,
man.
nice
How you
to meet you,
doing?
Mr. Kemp.
Hello, hello. Needs a little more oregano, honey. I thought Lex would be here by now.
Oh, she just called. She'll be here in a minute.
You didn't tell me Lex was coming.
Well, of course, she wants to see her long-lost little sister.
You could have at least warned me.
That must be her now.
Oh, boy.
Hey, where's the runt?
Hi, Lex.
Where the hell have you been, huh? Hey, dude. Not bad, Ron, not bad. How'd you snag a catch like this?
Lex?
Well, everyone's here. Let's eat.
Jimmy, get your stoner ass up here!
Seriously? James is here too?
Oh, honey, your brother moved into the basement last week.
Good Lord.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, Mom, Evan's a vegetarian, remember?
Oh, God, well, aren't you the perfect little college boy?
Shut up, Lex.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I
Oh,
forgot.
no. It's fine, really.
Are you sure? I could just...
No, I will just stick with the vegetables here. They look delicious.
Okay, gang, let's say grace. Oh, great spirit, thank you for the gift of this fine food. And thank you for the power that goes through all living creatures. And thank you for these creatures who have given their lives for our dinner. Amen.
So, let's hear about the man of the hour. What's your story?
Well, okay. I'm an art major, and I work...
Dude, seriously? You'll live on the streets. At least you know she's not after your money. Must be your looks. He's a hottie, Runt.
Lex!
What, I'm not allowed to say your boyfriend's hot? God, you're so sensitive.
Is this cheese organic? It doesn't taste organic.
They moved it in the store, and I couldn't find it. I just bought the regular kind.
I can taste the chemicals, Evelyn.
Dad, it tastes fine.
Mrs. Kemp, these vegetables are amazing.
Thank you very much. I made them. My own special recipe.
Well, such a unique flavor. What is it?
Venison flakes.
Venison.
Wow. Just wow, this is perfect.
No, it's okay.
What's
Fine,
wrong?
Really.
Venison has a lot of wonderful nutrients.
Dad, just stop.
Dude, no wonder why you're so skinny. Do you just eat like grass or something?
Actually, I eat a lot of things. Like hummus, for example.
Oh God, art and hummus. Next you'll tell me you play acoustic guitar or something.
Actually, Lex, he does play guitar, so thanks for that.
What? I was just kidding. Lighten up.
Lex, this is brand new!
Girls, that's enough. Anna, let me go get you some club soda for that.
Huh.
I see you've noticed my trophy on the wall. That was a great kill. It's an amazing story.
Dad, don't.
So there I was, waiting for the perfect one to come along. And suddenly, out of the clearing came 2 bucks, 10 points each. And they were fighting, probably over a doe. they do that, you know. They were so engrossed in what they were doing, they were paying no attention to me at all. So I raised my gun.
Dad.
And then I get the larger one in my sights, and he stops and stares straight at me.
Dad.
And then I take him down with one through the heart. He struggles, but eventually he goes down. God, the noblest creature I've ever seen. As the other buck runs off, I approach and stand over the conquered beast. And I feel such a note of triumph, like I'm one with the force.
Dad, seriously!
And I look up to the Great Spirit, and I thank him for the creature's sacrifice.
Honey, I don't think this is quite the audience for that.
Dad, no more hunting stories.
Hunting is a beautiful sport.
This guy's gonna hurl.
No, I'm fine. It's okay. It was a great story.
Damn, that was good lasagna, Mom.
Thank you, sweetie.
Guys, before everyone gets up, Evan and I have an announcement to make.
You're pregnant?
No, Lex. As a matter of fact...
Hold on, Nana. Honey, why don't you tell them what we have for dessert?
Tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
Should I go get it?
Yeah, bring it in.
But...
Just wait till you taste it. It's going to be terrific. Your mother got a recipe from a friend.
It looks a little runny, I think.
Wow, that looks like crap.
Oh no.
Looks like the eggs should have been whipped more. I think if the eggs were whipped more, it would have been a little better.
Mom, I think it still looks delicious.
Yeah, I think we should dig in anyway.
Well, okay.
You know, this could have been good tiramisu.
Tiramisu, Dad.
You know, maybe we should call it tiramisu soup. Isn't that funny? Oh, come on, tiramisu.
Hey, doesn't this have booze in it?
Only a tiny bit, honey.
Damn, I could use a drink. Do you two want to get drunk tonight?
No, we don't.
Honey, shouldn't this be called tiramisu? I really like that.
I ruined it.
No, Mom, it's good, really.
Yeah, it doesn't completely suck.
Tiramisu.
Wait, Mom, so you know how I said we had an announcement?
Honey, where are you taking that?
I was gonna put it in the fridge to thicken.
No, Mom, I'll do it.
Really, it's fine.
Mom, just let me help.
Stop.
Just give it to me.
Really, it's fine.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, I've had enough.
There goes the tiramisu.
Tira, miss soup, Dad. God, Anna's such a baby.
Lex, that's enough.
Whatever. I'm off to work. I'll stop by tomorrow. Nice to meet you, dude. Sorry I doused you in dessert.
Oh, Evan, dear. I'll show you the shower.
Sorry I ran out on you. I can't believe that happened. All of it.
It wasn't so bad. Kind of funny, even.
Do you see now why you've never met them before?
Hey, I liked your brother.
God. I'll understand if you don't want to marry into this family.
we have something we'd like to tell you.
Here we are, there you were. What we are, you're still unsure. But what we are is who we'll be. Believe there's no need for uncertainty. So can you trust that I'm not just another guy? I know that love can be uncomfortable at times, but if you can, please understand that I'm your man. Until the end, this love is unconditional. Across the stars and universe, I'll stick with you through better and through worse. But what we want is left undone unless you trust that